So how do you become an RN? First off, if you are in high school now, here are some things that you need to do. You need to make sure that you take college prep courses. This would include your maths, your sciences, your chemistries, all of those things. We would prefer that you would have a foreign language, preferably 4 years. Foreign language is very important, and as a nurse, nowadays you need to be bilingual. You need to focus on anatomy, physiology, chemistry. You need to focus on algebra, pre-calculus, calculus, statistics, psychology, and definitely English and communication. So that's the basic thing that you need for high school. You also need to make sure that you have a GPA of 3.0 or higher, because depending on where you'd like to go, nursing programs and nursing institutions are very competitive. So the higher the GPA, the better. Now, if you're already out of high school, so if you have a high school degree or if you have a GED, either of those will work fine. Here's the thing. What you need to do is make sure that you research which nursing facility you'd like to go to. Whether it is at a college, university, or even at a community college, you need to make sure before you get into anything that it is an accredited nursing program. In order to find that out, you need to do extensive research. What you also need to make sure is that you've taken your SATs and your ACTs. Now, these scores, if you are going to a competitive school, those are going to be what's going to make or break you when you get into a program. Now, everyone joining into a new college will have to take a college entrance exam, and this is required by all colleges and universities. That's where they're going to place you, and then therefore, once you are there, you can go ahead and start your courses. Now, depending on which school you go to and what program you want, whether it's an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, you need to know that there is a waiting list that you will need to put your name on before you can get into the nursing program. So this means that once you're enrolled in a college or institution, they're going to put your name on a waiting list, and this varies by state. So you need to make sure whichever state that you're attending with that college, you need to know how long the waiting list is, and it may vary from a year to even 2 years. Now, once your name is on the waiting list, that is when you want to get your prerequisite courses completed. Now, for the associate's degree program, and like I said, it's going to take about 2 years to complete this. However, it's going to take about 1.5 years of prerequisite coursework in order for you to get into the nursing program. So once you have your prerequisite classes completed, then once you're enrolled, you can go ahead and start your core courses for your nursing program. Now, once that happens, you will have theory work and you will also have clinical work. This also applies for the bachelor's degree program. Once you're done with your prerequisite courses, you will then be able to take your curriculum courses for that nursing program. You always want to make sure that you read the fine lines before you decide to enroll in the program. And this just makes sure that you know that you're on track. You always want to have an academic advisor that's working with you just to make sure that the credits that you've taken, especially if you've taken at another institution, will count for credit towards your degree. It is very important that you take your NCLEX-RN exam shortly after graduation, because all of the knowledge that you have learned will be new and fresh. The longer you wait, it may be harder to pass your exam. After you take your exam, it may take between 2 to 4 weeks before you get results. If you do not pass your exam the first time, there is a wait time between 45 and 90 days, but that depends on each state. Once you get your RN license, you will be required to renew your license every 2 years. This is Andrea Graziano, and I want to say thank you for listening and good luck.